The spirit pole, named Victory Spirit, is a story pole. It was created by Coast Salish artist and master carver Carrie Newman to celebrate the Cowichan 2008 North American Indigenous Games and to commemorate the 150 years of shared history in British Columbia.
We've really struggled in the beginning trying to identify a project that British Columbians can connect with and draw them back into the Cowichan Valley to support the games. And the spirit pole was just the ideal fixture.
For the games, this means perseverance. It means that victory is not always measured by wins. Like a salmon that swims against the current, sometimes it's the journey that really counts.
The Spirit Pole adventure would take the crew on a 3-month journey to all corners of the province. The theme of the pole represents Carrie's respect for traditional values while looking clearly towards what is to come.
Like the frog at the bottom of this pole, it means taking the first step forward. The wolf in the middle of the pole represents our respect for the past. It recalls our history and signifies the importance and strength of family. The eagle at the top of the pole embodies all of our connections throughout time, cultures, and through nature. Here he is seen looking toward the future, a future where he sees hope for our youth, for our environment, and for our collective spirit.
All members of the public were invited to take their turn at carving this magnificent piece of BC history. By the end of the journey, the organizers hoped to have over 10,000 pairs of hands help shape the pole. Stop, the Spirit Pole team was warmly welcomed and treated to the hospitality of the community. A great excuse for a celebration.
It's good for our youth to see this because they're our next leaders. And it's good to know that they see us as good hosts and how we present ourselves and how we can welcome everyone to our community. It's protocol on the way of asking everyone to come into our house.
The Spirit Pole is arriving back home in Cowichan Bay. Thousands of well-wishers have turned out to welcome it and the hundreds of participants of the travel journeys. Over 50 stops in 90 days in communities that stretch across British Columbia, and over 12,000 pairs of hands have helped shape and define this piece of public art. It's a wonderful representation of what can be achieved when people share their love and efforts and work towards a common goal.
For the past few months, people in 50 communities across BC have had an opportunity to make a personal contribution to these games and to British Columbia's celebration of its 150th anniversary. While British Columbia was established 150 years ago, the Cowichan First Nations and First Nations across our province have been living here since time immemorial. We are all here to stay. By participating in the carving of the Cowichan 2008 Spirit Pole, Victory in Spirit, a story in wood. This 20-foot Western Red Cedar log was carved into a traditional story pole by Coast Salish Kwakiutl artist Carrie Newman and his team, and has now reached its final destination here at the 2008 North American Indigenous Games. This pole represents the belief that the way to move forward is by honoring the past and reflecting the present. Thank you to the Squamish Nation for the donation of the cedar log that came from Stanley Park. Stanley Park is within the traditional territory of the Squamish Nation and is a place steeped in culture and spirituality for the Squamish people. With this spirit pole, British Columbians have carved a moment in history. Now, together with athletes from each team participating, our special guest athletes, and under the guidance of Cowichan elders Kulshumut and Tusilam, we present to you the Cowichan 2008 Spirit Pole.
The 2008 North American Indigenous Games open! Yay!